Well, this summer, Tuesdays have risen to the top of the favorite day of the week because of this man right here. For me, anyway. Randy Z, good to have you with us. Host of Comfortable Cooking with Randy Z and Edwin Christian Barbecue. Normally you have the grill out, but today, no grill. We're doing something a little different.
Yeah, well, you know, we've always been going with the season with the fresh vegetables and everything. And I'm thinking, you know, it gets hot, it's a beautiful sunny day. Let's eat some fresh vegetables and not have some hot food right away. So we're going to do some sweet potato. It's like a slaw, really, sweet potato salad. A little different because people have a little trouble with it being sweet potato and raw, but there's really no concern.
Yeah, you can really hear eating sweet potato raw.
But you know, I make weird stuff. So I've got 3 of them in here already done for timing, and then I'm going to do an apple and we're going to grate it. That's just the way I'm making this. You can dice this up too. It's whatever your preference is.
Doesn't matter what kind of apple?
Nope, pick your favorite kind. This is Red Delicious. Then I've got a pear here too, a little going on there.
Very good.
And then we've got 3/4 of a cup of some pecans that I chopped up. And then we got some raisins and a little pumpkin pie spice, which gives me my 3 or 4 spices I like all in one instead of me having to do it all. And the thing I always tell everybody on my show too is
wear a mask and an apron.
You need goggles. Well, you didn't get Gallagher it. We could smash it. Like on our
skin on too.
Yep, that's where all the vitamins are.
Really?
Yeah. I washed it, so it's all good to go. Like on our pecans and anything that we use I talk about on my show is we want to get them whole. Because that gives you options, and I always like options in the kitchen. If I bought it ground, then I only have ground. If I bought it, you know, already chopped, then I couldn't use whole. So give yourself, I know how food costs are and things, give yourself the opportunity to have more options. So that's just the way we do it. It's like carrots and things, you can buy them already shredded up, but then you're gonna pay a little more. You just get one of these are cheap, and nothing wrong with a little manual labor. And I got the power tool over there we're gonna make our bean dip with, but this is, I'll let the kids do this here, as long as they be careful and don't take their fingernails off. So it's not bad. So that's going to add a little sweetness to that.
How many potatoes do you have in there?
I got 3.
Okay, 3 potatoes and a couple of pieces of fruit.
Yep, and then add there. Going to go ahead with a little pumpkin spice, and I'm going to do a 1/2 teaspoon of that. And everybody goes, "You never measure." I don't have to measure. I pretty much know where it's at. And then we got a 1/2 cup of raisins. Going to give it a little sweetness there too, and a 3/4 cup to the nuts. And now a lot of recipes you'll see where they're calling for mayonnaise or sour creams and things. I always get rid of that and I go to the yogurt. It's so much better for you.
And it's just plain yogurt.
Just plain. And I like the yogurt situation because if this was a fruit dish, we could maybe use a key lime yogurt and add a little lime flavor with the yogurt. So you can, lots of choices. Always consider that. I'm going to put a cup of that in there. I like the yogurt situation because it's just all around great for you. And you know, if you slip it in there, the kids don't know. Because if some of them, if you ask them to eat yogurt, they're gonna.
A lot better for you than mayonnaise, that's for sure.
Yeah, sure is. And you know, it's just a healthy product, so it's good when you can make those changes, make those healthy choices like we always do. You know, we don't use a lot of salts. I think I've only done it once since we've been doing anything with a salt.
Right, yeah, no salt in this?
Nope.
No sugar, just natural sweeteners?
Natural, everything's natural. I like our sweet potatoes too. We've got them over here. You can get them in the steamer bag, or these are washed, ready to go already. You pop them in the microwave for 8 minutes and boom.
This is I've never seen this before. This is from George Foods, Wayne Bailey, Inc. Sweet potatoes, this bag right here, they've already been washed, and you can just put them in the microwave for 8 minutes, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sweet potatoes cooked and ready to go.
Ready to go.
Amazing.
That is good. That's a good product. Really good product. So there, that one's done.
Okay. Is it good to let that maybe sit for a few hours?
I would like to put it in the refrigerator for an hour or so, let the flavors meld real good together. So that one's done. I'll make us some room here. Now here on our bean, all we got going on is we got some white kidney beans. Okay, so we've got 2 cans, they're 15.5 ounces. I'm gonna drain those and retain the liquid just in case I need to thin out this a little bit more. Okay, so I just chose the white ones. You can use the regular darks or reds, light reds. This is just the way I'm going today. Gives you a good idea here. And then on this here, we're gonna take those and just go right into the food processor. If you don't have a food processor, you can get a masher out, an old-fashioned potato masher.
Okay.
So we're gonna put those in there, and to make this flavor go, we're gonna add here, I've got some fresh oregano. Put a teaspoon of that in there.
And this is all store-bought, right? You can have organic section or fresh herbs there.
Yep, sure is.
A little rosemary.
And you know, you can get it year-round now too, where it used to be, you couldn't, but now with shipping and everything. Yep, got rosemary, got 1 teaspoon. I'm gonna do a 1/2 teaspoon of thyme.
A little thyme.
And then a little oil here. Got a good extra virgin olive oil. We'll do 2 tablespoons of that.
And no salt.
No, I'm not going to use salt. I don't have anything against salt. It's just I don't use a lot of salt. And here's the garlic puree. Now what I do here, I've used this a lot in my show, I think I've used it here too, is you take your garlic cloves and pile them up in your oven somewhere, and you put your olive oil or your vegetable oil in there, and you cook them for about an hour.
What temperature?
And I do it 400.
Wow.
And then I'm going to take those
Peeled
out.
garlic, obviously.
Yep, and I'm going to take them out and I'm going to puree it all down, and then this is beautiful for adding to soup, stews, anything you want. So that's what we do there.
Does that keep in the fridge well once it's
keeps great.
processed?
Yeah, we do it in the fridge. I'll go through it before I use it, but you can keep it in there for about a week. So here we have just over the counter your sun-dried tomato pesto. I got 2 tablespoons of that. That's going to go in there, give a little tomato flavor without adding a lot of water, because it's already ground up in there. And then I got some capers here.
Okay.
I like capers. That's a nice berry. They come in a salty brine, and I take the brine out and I pour balsamic vinegar in there because I like that flavor a lot better.
Okay. So it doesn't come with like that. It's
no, I
pour
make
out the liquid
yep.
and put in the balsamic.
Yep, I got 1 tablespoon there.
Boy, this is like top shelf cooking right here.
Well, it's good stuff off the shelf. I mean, it's just plain off the shelf. I got some Parmesan here in my microplaner. I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of Parm in here, and I wanted the microplaner because you see how paper thin it is? That's going to just melt in there, and that's great. So if I would have used the larger grater like we did the potato, it would be a little bit chunkier, and I'm looking for a smooth texture here.
Those are great for nutmeg or
everything.
so many different
Cinnamon,
things. Lemon
nutmeg,
rind,
lemon
zest.
zesting up everything. This is great. I like making Parmesan chips like this. I'll put parchment paper down on a baking dish. I'll shave this up and shape them in the different shapes and pop them in the oven, and you get them nice and crisp.
Man, your kids must really love you.
They, I love it because...
Your wife too, really.
Yeah, I love it because my daughters, lots of luck guys, taking my girls out when they get older because it's not gonna happen. You make the McDonald's and things like that aren't gonna fly. So we got this in here and we're just gonna pulse that, check for texture. Now I'm going to leave it run for a minute. You let that run as long as you want, get it as smooth as you'd like. That's really good. You see them colors come through with that tomato pesto and all. So I'll get that out of there. I'll put this in our, spoon that out. Now here we just use some mini peppers that are good at this time of year and out in the market real easy, and some carrots, celery, got some your favorite cracker.
Very good. Well, we've successfully gotten Valerie out.
Yeah, I
Doesn't
wonder.
take much when Randy's here.
That's it. No way were you going to keep me away from this.
Oh, this looks great.
I mean, I've never seen a sweet potato, raw sweet potato coleslaw. It looks fantastic.
I have to tell you, Randy, this will be my first time having this.
Well, I like bringing new things to you guys. You know, everybody gets stuck in the traditional things and they get bored with cooking. You got to try new things. You got to bring something else to the table.
You know, here we are. It's less than 10 minutes, and you know, you pretty much whipped these 2 things up in no time at all.
Yep.
No extra heat in the house from the stove or the...
Okay, so Randy, I want you to know that I pray for you just before I eat my food. I say, Lord, bless the hands that prepared it.
Well, thank you. I need all the help I can get some days.
Well, it's nice. Very sweet from the raisins, apple, pear.
Yeah, and that yogurt's going to give it a nice smooth texture too. It's really good. And you're going to pick up those nuts, a little crunch going on there. It's really good.
I need to try one of these here.
So you're going to try that. Get you a spoon
peppers
here.
Okay, so we are going to use peppers to dip with, and I'll...
There you go. You can go ahead and, that's a dipper. This is a hands-on
No double
day.
dipping, Stefan.
Oh, don't double dip the chip, huh?
That's
What
right.
if I turn it around? I'll have to use it back into the spoon. Delicious, Randy.
All
Very
your
good.
rules. You guys are killing it.
You do something like this with a chickpea or
Yeah,
roasted red pepper
I chose.
in there too?
Yep. Roasted red pepper is great. I chose the beans, the white kidney beans, for the smoothness. You use a chickpea, you're going to get a little more coarse. It's going to be a little more gritty, a little firmer. I like a smooth texture here. This is great on toasted, like garlic bread, and then you can put some deli meats on it and make a sandwich instead of mayonnaise again.
Yeah.
Yes.
Your
Yeah.
bean. You know, go ahead and do your pita. Load that up down on there, and load some fresh vegetables on there, and we could put that in on a grill. Little cheese and more Parm on, man, you got a really nice vegetable pizza.
Maybe we'll do that next week.
You know, I like the fact that you're using yogurt instead of a mayo.
Always do.
Yeah.
Because you know, now I don't feel guilty.
Yeah.
You know, there's 100 calories in 1 tablespoon of mayo. So,
And it's not good. Saturated,
not good.
Saturated fat.
Yeah.
This is
That's
much
good
better
for you.
for you. Got the probiotics going, and
It's got a lot going on.
it tastes great. Randy, once again, A+.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
For more information, you can connect with Randy Z at which website again?
Oh, you can do the Facebook, Comfortable Cooking with Randy Z. You'll
go.
find me there and see where I'm at. And I'm going all over, and look, always here though. Got to come here
All right,
first.
wonderful. And as always, you can connect to Randy's site by our own website, harvest-tv.com. You'll find info there, how to link back, and as well as today's recipes posted at our Harvest Facebook page. A lot more coming up, but we're going to stay out here and just keep enjoying the sun and the great food.